one more scandal with them.
So I just started recording, I suppose, because we are sharing the really important thing. So, and in 5 minutes, so the audience will join. I suppose they will be much more effective for this than the previous time. So sorry for interrupting, Antonina. Just continue.
Yeah, I am currently looking for the example because recently one of the Chinese performers, one Chinese singer, she appeared in a poster wearing head-to-toe DNG. And it created uproar among netizens because this brand is dead for China. She wearing this brand head to toe mean that she's supporting them. So some brands really made mistakes recently in the past, and they can still continue facing the same problem. They cannot do any marketing in China, and their boutique is not operating in mainland.
Yes, I think for giving this example, like a case with not good history in China is also really important because many of brands are trying to do, and if they will not choose the right direction, so they will fail in China. And so that's also really important to share with the people if they wanted to go to the market without mistakes. Anyway, it's impossible without mistakes, but if you go with the right experts and so on, so this is, I suppose, it's possible to achieve.
Even if you make a mistake, you can handle it in different ways. I think Versace, Coach, and other brands, when they enlisted Taiwan and Hong Kong as separate countries on their T-shirts, they had a backlash, but they handle it well. And people still continue buying newest collections from Versace and other brands, but this didn't happen to DNG. Some people still think they should have apologized in a better way, not denying that they actually failed so badly.
I see. Okay.
Zoe, do you have anything to add to this brand strategies in China? What is your opinion?
In terms of which subject?
Brand strategies, how Western brands, we were talking about luxury brands, they make some mistakes because they don't understand Chinese consumers.
Or, I got it. I read a post
they openly offend them. Yeah, like with Dolce and Gabbana.
I feel like it's not only about China. Like as long as they enter a new country, a new culture with every different background, and they will have to adjust their strategy according to the local market. And of course, Chinese market is so much different from Western market. That's why I feel like most of brand, they made a mistake because they just like apply their strategy with the Western market to China, or they just think like they didn't really did a lot of like knowing deep knowledge about Chinese consumers. That's why they assume Chinese consumers be like that, but actually the real Chinese customer are totally different from what most Western brands think.
Yeah, I agree.
So girls, my board is just about attendees because already 1 minute left. Because originally when you're trying to encourage attendees, they actually to make the attendees really quickly, but if you're making their registration for them on LinkedIn, it's more or less audience are going to join because they have to send their requests, they're really going to join. So in total we have 53 attendees. Where the attendees? I'm really happy about this part.
They're on the way.
Because, you know, just like when I'm sharing the screen only with my friends or with me, it's so lonely.
You are not alone. There are many of us.
Oh.
This is really Chinese way.
Yes.
That's true.
Huh?
Yeah, this is like Korean and Chinese way.
Okay, and Julia also are admitting, so nice. We are not alone in this universe. And people still interested to talk with us. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Fine. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks. How you doing?
Hi. Fine.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So where are you? In UK right now?
UK. Yeah, UK.
Okay. How is doing?
Yeah, it's okay. It's pretty wet. Bit grey today. But hopefully it'll get hotter again soon. Fingers crossed. So.
Okay, sure. So we are not alone here. So especially the girls are surrounding you. So you're lucky man. And, so let me introduce also still others joining to our mastermind. The friend and expert in China, the friend of mine, Antonina. Antonina is also located like me in Dubai. And she's really professional luxury brands in China. And she speaks very well in Chinese because it's her professional. So also Zoe, the colleagues of mine, we are working together on several projects in China. And so she's located in China, actually in Chengdu. And so meet Zoe. And Julia also a friend of mine who are just going to share her opinion, professional opinion about Chinese market. And so Julia, probably I don't know very well introduction about you. So could you just a little bit make the short introduction?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me here. So let me introduce myself. I'm a marketing specialist, work with Chinese market closely in different perspectives, and not only with the Chinese market, but with European as well. So currently I work in the affiliate marketing, but before that, I was working in as a user acquisition, and partly I work in game dev. So, and also with Chinese direction. Yeah.
Okay. So today we are going also Elaine, so if you don't mind to make the introduction, sorry, because the girls first.
Me, yeah, can do. So I head up Westwin in the UK. So we were Microsoft China. So we mostly do Bing advertising for Chinese companies. We launched Inbound, which does mostly does Baidu for Western companies. And I'm just interested to hear what you guys. So we have B2B clients. I'm just interested if there's any tips, anything I can glean from this discussion, really.
Yeah, today especially we are going to talk about the B2B audience because it's really difficult, really target to achieve this audience. And today on this mastermind, it will be not like usual webinar to share the presentation and so on. We're going to share experts' opinion between each other. And of course, I'm going to make the short introduction in my experience about B2B audience. And I would be really appreciate if you then to share in your experience, have you going to achieve or already achieved B2B audience in China? So let me share the screen. A second. Or just already Victor here. Just a second, I will join him. Okay. We'll just wait to Victor to join because probably he will also to make the introduction. Is also the colleague and friend of mine who are just recently been studying in China and also have worked for the IT company right now and have some experience about B2B audience. Okay, so Victor probably still on a mute, so I will share the screen right now. Okay, guys, so can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Today the topic we are going to discuss and to really make the introduction of Antonina. And Antonina, if you don't mind, probably to tell more about you. And so I'm going to then to share my opinion about B2B audience.
Sure. I'm Antonina Grunskag-Denis, Ukrainian living permanently in the UAE. I wrote a book about contemporary China. Right now we translate it from Russian to English, and the English version name is China's DNA. It's like a basic guidance for you as a foreigner to understand China better. Right now I'm focused on luxury branding for Western brands who want to enter Chinese market or to enhance their marketing campaigns to touch the pain points of consumers and to do it successfully, because sometimes even big brands fail in this long road.
Okay, thank you so much, Antonina. Just a few words about me. So I'm also I have the graduation in Nanjing University Post Telecommunications in Nanjing. So in my experience, I have 5 years of digital marketing in China, and currently I'm working for the project and marketing advertisement in China, and trying to build a bridge between China, Europe, and Russia, especially. So in my experience, I have 62 already, a little bit more successful projects for international brands in China. And most of them actually they're B2B products. Have partnership with Baidu, also with Alibaba and Tencent Agency Network. And recently also have some partnership with TikTok, with ByteDance and Douyin in China. So also, Zoe already made introduction, right? And today we are going to discuss about topic for China marketing digital landscape, data and some statistic. We're going to share between each other some content marketing things like how Chinese search engine works, and if it's really true B2B channel. So then to making some content strategy discussion about search engine and social networks. And also want to discuss about Tmall, Taobao, Wechat, Weibo, and Baidu content strategy, especially. We're going to focus today. And about social media marketing. I suppose Zoe will help us to cover this topic very well. And some budget allocation. And also this is not a usual webinar structure, but anyway, today we want to share some insights about B2B audience, data statistic about popular channel, and then at the end of this live session, we are going to make some kind of workshop about question and answer and to share some cases. As I mentioned before, some most popular channel even for B2B audience. This is first of all, this is search engine, Baidu, because besides PPC promotion and commercial promotion in Baidu, the most of audience, they suppose just like Baidu only for the brands who are located in China. And so for the foreign brands, they have really strict and so on. And so there is only one possibility to promote the brands through the search engine using the commercial format. But anyway, Baidu also have a really good format like SEO. It's mean like you allowed to make the organic traffic inside Baidu as well. Even the statistic you could see on the slide, there are the huge audience, and Baidu is #1 search engine in China. And in my opinion, for example, let's say if you're going to talk about a case like gaming publishing conference in China, and for example, there are lots of international brands would like to be presented into China with their solution, for example, for B2B audience, let's say for gaming developers. And for this case, Baidu SEO, this is the perfect format, in my opinion. And I have case with one of the famous Russian B2B conference for the game developers. When we realize that SEO format will be perfect to extend into China. And then, in our opinion, they made the mix of strategy for search engine promotion, also for local platform for events. It's like Hodonxin. We proposed SEO strategy plus Hodonxin promotion for this client, and then realized we sold around 700 tickets. So in my opinion, this is the really good case, just because also for international brands is really strict. Let me to admit other, sorry. It's really strict to go with Baidu promotion in China, because they have, if also Alain to correct me, or probably if I'm wrong, you're not allowed to promote your international website in China if you're not on 500 Fortune list right now. And also SEO option for this part is really good option to promote brands and help them to extend international markets. So guys, what do you think about this case? Probably you have questions, and we already allowed to discuss probably about this case option and organic promotion in China. What do you think?
This is where you have to start, obviously. You have to start in Baidu. And that's why it's very crucial to have budgeting for operating in China and doing the marketing there. If you don't have the budget, then maybe influencers and micro-influencers is better way for you. Also for the reasons you mentioned, because not all companies are enlisted in 500 Fortune.
Yep. So in your opinion, Tanina, it's much better to use social media strategy for B2B than search engine.
Yes, it depends on your brand and the nature of your business.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Any other opinion?
I would just ask regarding this partner you told from the gaming industry, and he told that he promoted their advertisement via Baidu, right? Via search engine optimization. But was this application for a desktop game?
No, actually, this is just event. They are held in China with only Chinese audience, and they have only description of event on Hodonxin. Hodonxin, this is the local platform for selling the tickets, like let's say like Eventbrite.
All right, so quite different. Well, yeah, I had an experience of promotion advertisement via Baidu, search ads, and I had positive result from it. But I promoted web. But the problem we faced was the getting ICP license for international company.
Okay, you mean paid promotion in Baidu?
Yeah. Not the SEO.
SEO. So actually, yes, ICP. This is the must. You have to deal with ICP first of all on your website. But for example, if you host your website not in China and you're not including on the local domain structure, so you're allowed to promote your website on the hosting, let's say like in Hong Kong, any others, but your website will be available into China, for example, or if you have the cloud and domain, for example, let's say in China, but the hosting between, so it's possible to promote without ICP. But if you have business, especially in China, and you are not foreigners and so on, and or you operate business, especially in China, you have to apply for ICP license, of course.
All right, and even if I apply the ICP in Hong Kong, for example, my site will be opened in my China mainland, right?
No, ICP license is only required in mainland China. But if you are talking about the server like web hosting, it's a little bit different. So you don't need to apply for ICP license.
Okay.
This is a huge difference between.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. So if you don't have any questions about this case, I will go through the others. Okay, so the next question we're going to discuss, this is especially about data and statistic, right, for the popular channel. And first of all, in my opinion, for example, if you're talking about any product of e-commerce market, we have to deal and know very well Chinese marketplaces. I think it's not secret for everyone here. This is China have their special on Chinese marketplaces, let's say like Tmall, also Taobao, JD.com. And so guys, probably do you have any cases or example with e-commerce brands who would like to reach B2B audience? Because in my opinion, actually, I don't have so much experience about e-commerce part for B2B audience. I have experience for B2C, especially. Probably you have, and allowed to share your opinion here.
I have an experience only with B2C.
With B2C. Anyone have with B2B, or I suppose it's much B2C options?
I would just say that I think those channels are B2C channels. We work with logistics partners who are B2B, who sort of tie into these platforms, but apart from that, no.
Okay, so in most of cases for this part, you cover B2C or B2B? What we gonna cover here?
So all of these platforms are B2C.
On B2C.
Yeah. So, but you've got mainly logistics providers who will want to segue into these platforms in some way. But I wouldn't. I mean, you know, I was going to butt in earlier, but so most of our B2B activity is predominantly in search. Yes. So I'm kind of interested to find out how you guys are leveraging social to see if we can replicate that for some of our clients. I think that'd be good.
Yeah, because I have some requests from the client, let's say like cosmetic brands, and they're trying to reach especially the like beauty services or salons in China, and they want to sell their B2B products of cosmetic in China. What do you think, guys? Is it possible to do, for example, if they're going to place their product on like say Tmall Global?
Speak to TP. It's not one for marketing, so it's just what, you know, they need to find the right TP. If they're looking at you know, if they purely want distribution, then that they need to speak to either the platform who will recommend a TP or a TP.
Okay, so in your opinion, it depends from TP, right? So this is from operation part, if they're possible to place their product.
Yeah, so the TP can find a distributor or represent them directly. So it really depends on what they want to try and do. We have kind of a 4-tier approach to e-commerce, depending on what the client wants to do. Which the first tier of which probably is a more marketing approach, which doesn't necessarily mean you have a massive commitment to Alibaba, whoever it is. And then the final step on that journey is to consider setting up a subsidiary in China. But it's a long old process. You know, that every time we get into these conversations, it's always a B2C conversation. If you're looking, if a client directly asks you for help on distribution, then yeah, make sure you have that TP. If you're a TP yourself, that's great. So we're TP of some of these platforms, not all of them. Otherwise, there are plenty of, you know, there are thousands of Alibaba TPs. So an Alibaba can also recommend which TPs to work with, depending on what they want to do.
Okay, so Elaine, I suppose you have lots of experience in this case. So, and are you official TP right now?
We're official TP of JD. And we're currently speaking to Douyin and Red. So that's where we are at the moment. But you know, this isn't our core service offering. So I mentioned earlier we do search. So search is kind of our key area. I'm interested to find out what other marketing opportunities there are to tie into search from a B2B perspective. So I'd be interested to get your thoughts on that.
Yep. Also, in my opinion, I just would like to share also a case about social media, because on the experience already in the cases I have, so Wechat, for example, they're integrated with Sogo. It's mean like, for example, if you place the information about B2B, and for example, let's say about cosmetic part, if you're trying to reach agents or the beauty salons inside in China, it's really good to write down the more content, and the articles makes a lot of PR activities on the social networks, especially on WeChat. And then the agents who are looking for information and Sogo, let's say right now have already 20% from the search market. So it's really a good option to reach B2B audience. So in my cases, what I done before. So what do you think, guys? What is the future of social network? And I suppose Antonina and Zoe is really professional on the social media and for the luxury content and searching. What do you think in this case for B2B?
The general advice is to raise brand awareness before you're entering the market and place it on Tmall. You sort of have to do it at the same time, because otherwise the consumer who is actually interested in your product will not be able to purchase it right away. So I would say, like Tatiana just mentioned, you have to work on the brand image, post articles, pictures, videos, make live streams with salespeople who will be explaining why this product is nice, why it's working and how it's working, making regular contact with news updates. And this way you are sort of training your customer to get used to the brand you want to enter. And then you can go further with Baidu search and other channels. But I guess if you're a small brand and you're just entering the market, you have to start from social media and only then place it to Tmall, JD.com and other platforms.
Okay, thanks so much for the sharing in opinions. Antonina, Zoe, what do you think about social media for B2B audience, or you just
It's very nice and convenient. You're saying to Zoe, right?
Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say I totally agree, because for B2B, like first you should have a brand awareness in China, and then you will target, like your target audience, it's not like daily consumers, it's companies. And you have to define who is the decision maker in your target companies, and maybe it's a CEO, marketing manager, and so on. And then you can reach out to these people via social media. And through the target audience research, and you will define like which social media do they use the best. For example, WeChat, it's a platform that every Chinese people is using. So I will suggest most brands first have the brand present on the WeChat to have the access to those target audience. And then you can start with the promotion from all the social media platforms to reach out to them in the end.
Okay, so I also have some experience to work with B2B audience on WeChat, and as I shared with you my experience. So we generated a lot of content to be presented in China and to reach the brand awareness during at least 3 months. So what do you think, guys, about Xiaohongshu, for example, or Weibo? They're suitable for B2B promotion?
Yes, they are, absolutely, especially Xiaohongshu. But most of the brands for cosmetics and clothing, all type of products, they're quite successful with reaching wide audience on Weibo. Both of them are important. It's just you have more niche bloggers and female audience.
Maybe probably young audience mostly.
And if your
Weibo.
product is male oriented, maybe Xiaohongshu is not the best one because demographics says it's less than 30%. Zoe, how many
Yes,
percent
that's
male?
true. Like most of users on Xiaohongshu
Female.
are females, and the hottest topic on Xiaohongshu are mostly um about beauty, makeup, cosmetics, and so on. But right now, Xiaohongshu is literally make it a search engine. For example, for consumers or anyone, if they want to know some opinions or topic around any brand or company, they will go to search on Xiaohongshu and see if any topic is around it. Like they use it as search engine and also the consumer decision marketplace.
Something like YouTube in the West, because for YouTube, you can find a tutorial and you can find a review. You find the same in Little Red Book.
Yes, that's true. But the difference is Xiaohongshu is owning like a mobile phone based app. Like they don't have like web version on the laptop or PC.
Okay.
May I add something?
Yeah, you just please continue.
Yes, but not regarding the Xiaohongshu, but regarding the marketing, like key opinion leader, like Wechat, Douyin, Weibo, those platforms. I'm currently working with it, and we are increasing the brand awareness of our brand. So we started from kind of small forums, and now we are increasing, like in Wechat, for example, and publishing some articles in platforms like Zhihu, Toutiao, and Jianshu, probably. Yeah. So this is what our Chinese SMM manager offered us to do. So
can I throw in a question? Sorry to interrupt. So I want to throw in a question if that's okay. So obviously this is about B2B, and I would say 100% of our B2B campaigns have one aim, and that's to generate leads. And we have a very strict cost per lead target. So obviously, there are tried and tested channels to achieving those aims. How would you guys propose that we use Reds in this instance to achieve that cost per lead target? And what's the activation look like on Reds?
So sorry guys, let me please 1 minute. I will just, but you continue talk. Just I need to open the door. Sorry, 1 second.
If I'm not mistaken, which platform was recently connected? GD.com was connected to Little Red Book. So when your brand already has a shop on GD.com, you can work with these small influencers and they will generate your leads specifically via live streaming, because in live streaming, you can give them a better price and consumers want to attend live streaming first of all, because they can get a better deal or maybe some gift because they made the purchase during the live stream. So I think on Little Red Book, it will be a good way to generate leads.
That's
okay,
true.
Okay.
And also, I want to add something for live stream, because for now on any social media platforms, the advertising is pretty strict because they want to encourage more organic content. So if KOLs or any brand, they post advertising content, it might be blocked or constricted with no traffic. But for live stream, like it's more free because they won't, detect it every words what KOL or brand says in the live stream. So it's like they give brand or any B2B companies more freedom to advertising via the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but a live stream, I just really wonder. So in your opinion, guys, sorry for interrupting. So in your opinion, this the live streamers for B2B audience is also effective way to promote the product?
This is very necessary. It's not even effective. This is a must. Especially when the brand is new. You can use live streaming not only for direct sales, you can use it for educational reasons. You can explain how the brand, let's say a cream, You can show skin before and after on a model, on yourself. You can share your perception of how it works on your skin, absorption, everything, how it changes the tone. This is so important, also connects with the audience, because if you do direct sales, some people will be put off unless they have some advantage of it, like a shopping festival or a direct discount just during this live stream, and as a gift additional to the product sold on a good price. So live streaming is very important.
Okay, I see. So about social network, everything is clear. So so let me summarize up. You must have the search engine in China and the SEO for the products, especially for B2B. We are talking right now about international brands, right? But I know, and in my experience, the international brands have a lot of difficulties to come into China legally. And also, as I know, for the opinion leaders and for the live stream, if they want to share any live stream in China, especially, they have also and allowed to, for example, to apply for ICP license or apply for the business license, especially in China, to sell their product. So what do you think? Is it any possibility for the international brands who are not present, let's say, their e-commerce product like cosmetics or, I don't know, chocolates or something, that physical products in China, are they allowed to promote with live streamers without any license or something like this?
If they're Chinese, yes. If they're foreigners, I think you need some verification. Zoe, do you have information on that?
I think because there are only two ways. First one is you contact the KOLs or account via the official platform. If you wanted to reach out to them, use the dashboard of the platform, like you definitely have to have the license. But if you contact them privately, like they don't really ask that much.
So is it not necessary on the live streaming to actually to provide the license for the brands?
So,
Yes.
so currently on Douyin and WeChat channels, you can't, international companies can't have an official account on those two platforms. They can set one up, but it will be owned by like us or someone similar to us. But everything else is open. It's just those two video channels are currently closed to international companies.
Okay, I see. So about the social network, it's clear, and I wanted to put more attention for Baidu promotion, especially because for the many of foreigners and international brands, they're realized only SEM promotion, just like commercial promotion, is possible to use. But as Yulia mentioned before, and for example, you allowed to use and make SEO promotion and SEO promotion with blogs or like, let's say, Zhihu, because for example, this blog are allowed to reach the also audience. And this product, as I know, the backend of this product are also inside the Baidu system, as I know, but currently they're like independent advertisement solution. But anyway, the B2B audience is a really good option to reach there, for example. And Baidu has not only like search engine promotion, even they have sisters platforms and the display networks, and allowed, for example, let's say with their DMP data management platform to collect the B2B audience for UKs. For example, let's say it's, in my opinion, in cases, the really good decision to mix organic promotion on your website. It's been like on-site SEO promotion, and also off-site. Let's say if you're going to buy backlinks on Zhihu or any other website that allows you to present your brands, especially if you're international brands, and they will give you much impact if you will combine it with PPC promotion, commercial promotion on Baidu. Because let's say SEO, this is really long story. It's not short story to be presented, let's say, like on the social media or live streaming. You have to make the strategy for B2B, first of all, like for the long-term promotion part, and combine the commercial promotion and SEO. We made already several cases for B2B products in Baidu especially, and if compare with the social network, they're really much effective. Much effective result we achieved in Baidu for B2B products. But if we are let's say comparing these B2C products, the much effective formats social network. But I agree with Antonina, and we also agree with Zoe, just because the social network also is really important to achieve besides a search engine. But in my opinion, it's still B2C area. Let me just your opinion if I'm wrong. But I think and I believe the search engine is the must.
Yes, I would say that it's mostly B2C channel.
But if the brands, especially, they want to encourage clients and to build brand awareness in China correctly, of course, social network is necessary. And if even you're making a post of the articles on Wechat and make the PR promotion on the several website, let's say not only on Wechat, or depends from the industry. If you are talking about luxury promotion of, for example, for the agents in real estate, it's also a good option to make like to generate content on Wechat and to share this contact through the official account. And as I mentioned before, this is really good to make the indexation between Go and Wechat as well. So also, as I know about, let's say, Weibo, Weibo also have their own search engine inside social network. And also, I know there's the really huge search engine for especially hashtags and the official accounts who are promoting their their brands inside Weibo. For example, if you made the verification, let's say blue verification is allowed you to be indexed inside Baidu system. And also, I would like to mention and ask you if you're familiar with programmatic promotion, just because programmatic promotion, they're like smart bidding promotion platforms. In China, they have their own infrastructure. If you are comparing, for example, let's say with Google or DoubleClick smart bidding promotion. So do you think, guys, something about programmatic promotion and how they works in China?
Under DSP?
Let's say DSP, yes. DSP,
yeah, I know some affiliate marketing networks, but it's not really so popular because it's kind of gray sphere in China, as far as I understand. Not mostly Chinese use international affiliate networks.
Affiliate, you mean just like the networks were combine some traffic sources through the different platforms, right? Because that supply just like really affiliate network, and I'm talking the direct programmatic platform who already make the mix together of let's say Baidu display networks, so also Wechat promotion, Douyin as well, and so on. And they're making the smart bidding to choose the right audience on the right platforms. So probably anyone know this about this part, because actually sometimes for B2B it's a good option, because let's say programmatic is allowed to collect the audience I don't know, also if making some kind of example. The last 30 to 90 days that users are searching, for example, let's say if we're talking about B2B game developers conference in China. And so we allow to target this audience on the other website, let's say about, I don't know, Forbes website, Sina, Fortune, or any others related to this conference who have money. Also, we allowed and make the split of this budget for the audience on JD.com, who, let's say, the B2B audience is also really looking for any e-commerce products, right, to making shopping. So, for example, this is for JD.com. Let's say the audience for the recent 1 or 2 months who are spending, let's say, at least I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000 RMB. It seems like this. And in this kind of case for B2B, we also have really good sales funnel to understand if so in this case, if you're talking about the sales funnel of the clients and the brands of B2B for B2B promotion are going to understand, and for them it will be really clear this sales funnel and audience will be exactly targeted for them. In my experience, I have worked with some programmatic solution before, and I know even marketers in China, they have stereotype about like, okay, so programmatic, it's like yellow website, and you're going to promote on the, I don't know, on the yellow some kind of things, your banners or videos, creatives, and so on. But so if you're working with a really good programmatic stuff and allowed to collect website from the good sources, like let's say like Baidu, Wechat I mentioned before. So allowed to make your display promotion creatives and the banners, especially for B2B audience. And that case I promoted especially, and I mentioned with search engine in Baidu with SEO promotion. Also, I have mixed together with programmatic stuff and make the targeting of the audience who just made shopping on JD.com. And this is smart bidding and smart audience to help achieve CPL cost, really good CPL and effective cost for the client. And he was happy with the result, and then realized this is programmatic SEO promotion is really good option for them to encourage.
What kind of projects did you promote there?
It was also a gaming conference for game developers who would like to invest money in some gaming in China.
I don't mind chipping in. I think from a programmatic point of view, I think it's an important part of every plan. I think it should be on every plan. It doesn't need necessarily have to have the most weight behind it, but it's still an important part. There are probably 2 main DSPs in China that we work with, I won't name any names, as with all retargeting and particularly prospecting, just make sure you do your attribution properly. So depending on what the campaign objective is, if it's to generate a lead, that's quite simple. If there's other steps on the journey to that conversion, then make sure you quantify what qualifies as a real conversion, so not a view conversion, like a click conversion, and what's the window, what's the number of days allowed, because this is all very key. And the issues with programmatic that you see in the West are the same that China is having now. So as the West moves to a cookieless world, so does China in a slightly different manner. So make sure, particularly if you're doing cross-border, you're fully cybersecurity up to date, and you've got all your GDPR issues clearly labeled. It's implied consent at the moment, but that is likely to change. So just make sure you do all the due diligence for the actual user as well. So to summarize, programmatic, totally, absolutely very important part of every plan. From a B2B perspective, again, I think I mentioned earlier, most of our stuff is search. and there's a few channels that I think you mentioned earlier as well that we do run, and programmatic would be a part of that, but it certainly wouldn't be the lion's share part.
Yeah, okay, thanks so much, Alexan, for your good recommendations. This is really important part, actually. Yes, in programmatic stuff. Anyway, it's work in China, so for B2B audience, so really, really good case to share. So guys, actually, if you have also some kind of examples about B2B on your experience, B2B promotion, your experience, just share with us right now. Or if you have any questions about this promotion perspective, just also let us know, and we're gonna to share for the 15 minutes some questions, example, and so free to talk.
I don't have questions so far. I'm very impressed by programmatic, and now I'm interested in it more.
Yeah, I also remember when we talked on the Clubhouse, you was impressed really well about SEO, and right now there's some new things about programmatic, right?
A very useful thing.
They're combined together. Okay, nice. So, and also we could hear Ilya here, but probably he has any questions, opinion about B2B audience. Ilya, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi, Ilya. How are you?
Hi. I'm well. I'm well. Actually, I wanted to listen more on this one because most of what we do is B2C as a Chinese agency. So B2B wise, it was very interesting session.
Okay, so probably you missed some part, but we made recording for this session, and I will share with you definitely there's some parts and opinion. In most of cases, to summarize up, first of all, in China is really perspective to use a search engine for B2B audience, because in China also allowed, let's say like in Google, to use SEO and organic promotion on your website, even international. There is possible several solutions, and also the second part, and we realized, and for the summer expert, it will be really useful information about the programmatic and smart bidding. It's like the smart solution for the special website when you allow to replace your advertisement, and even advertisement, let's say not only like let's say banners on the yellow website or something like this, so especially the like HTML5 banners or even the video and allowed, and that allowed to reach B2B audience, and also the girls Antonina and Zoe, like a social media expert in China, their shared opinion about possibility to reach even live stream with B2B. Let's say if we're talking about cosmetic, the number one social network right now, it's like Xiaohongshu. So because there are lots of I don't know, probably the owners of beauty salons or the rich women who are just reaching Xiaohongshu every day and using for his routine or her routine. So, and this is what we are talk today, and I suppose probably we also wanted to create the new session and discuss more about this possibility, because we just covered only some kind of I know the several questions about B2B audience promotion.
I actually have a question about this, if I may.
Sure.
So when we're talking about physical product, luxury product, I kind of understand the direction, the drift of thought. But I wonder what's the best channels you find for tech products when it's business tools, for example.
For the software.
Yes. And if somebody has experience, you have experience, of course.
Let me do some explanation in my experience. We are talking about the software. Is it gaming or this is tools? I don't know, for content management or something like this. What is it tools?
I would, let's say if you're familiar with Monday.com.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I have used before.
Yes, so something like this, because there are multiple clients from our side like this, like training for organization through online, etc., etc., etc.
So in my opinion, I have worked before with B2B product that's trying to promote their tools in China. And we made several A/B testing, especially also in the search engine and the channel like social media, and build brand awareness there first of all. And then we realized that several Chinese, I don't know, this is guys or I don't know, individual marketers or something like this, they created the similar products. And they created these similar products like a fake or something like this with not good quality. And they promote their products on the several marketplaces. To be presented like this is the own tools or something like this. And that's why, in my opinion, first of all, you have to get the certification or the license from your tools to be presented in the Chinese market, or even to build their relationship with a partner. For example, let's say ByteDance, even they have their own tools. They're not using Tencent tools, let's say, because they're competitors. They have their own organizer. They have their own let's say, meetings and calls tools and so on, because they want to be presented like ByteDance products and technical solution. They're not allowed to share their information, cloud, and so on. So in my opinion, for soft, I don't know, you have to do this case. Just let me know if I'm wrong.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Guys, any other opinions for Ilya about software promotion?
Yeah, I could add. So we work with some software promotions. So search, again, it's really boring, but I'm just going to hark back to search. So if you see a brief, which is we want to do account-based marketing in China, and you go, oh, well, it's not really a thing. So you cannot, LinkedIn China is the biggest jobs board in China. There's but it's just not as good. So recommend LinkedIn China. Why not? They're already using it here. They might as well use it in China. And then combine it with search. You won't get the ABM element, but you'll get the niche keyword selection that you need to drive the leads. Also, if it's a software, it's likely the sales funnel, so the time that is probably about 6 months, 6 months, depending on what type of product it is. So it's quite a long old journey from launching a campaign to seeing those sales come through. So you kind of need an always-on strategy, which is naturally suited to search. And you mentioned Sogu and 360, and there's a few other search engines. So when I say search, I don't just mean Baidu. There are other search engines there. Baidu is just the easiest and the biggest. So I'd recommend search and LinkedIn.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, suggestion, because LinkedIn, they're available in China, and there are lots of users to use LinkedIn. Even they have office, I suppose, in Beijing, so they have their own solution to promote through the Chinese audience. Yeah, but need to be make sure that your tools will not be copied someone. So this is really
true.
Guys, let me know if you have any other example questions, and also I'm going to share with you some news of launching the new course about Baidu. And together with Baidu, I realized some short courses. Let's say short courses. This is the course about 1 or 2 weeks. And also Antonina already has joined, and several guys are making the course right now. This is the basic course. I'm not sure if you will be interested about, but this course including 6 models. And on these models, you're allowed to check what is the Baidu platforms inside, how it looks like, so what is the dashboard, and have you allowed to make some strategy promotion for your products, especially for B2B as well. So if you're interested, just let me know. Currently for these attendees, for you especially, I will share some coupons, and these coupons will be allowed for you. For example, I also have some barters with the bloggers if you're allowed to to make for example, some post or video reviews about this course. I will be sharing for free for you, and I hope it will be really useful for you and for your experience. I'm not sure about Elaine, because Elaine is really experienced in promotion with Baidu marketing, but for anyone who was just knew about search engine, I would love to share. Just let me know if you're interested.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, maybe I might join anyway, just because lots of good ideas thrown around today. So I think I'll try and make the time.
Let me share the link on the website. You can go through and let me know if you need coupons in this case. Because I'm just in the testing mode right now, and you're allowed to go on this board. So let me share here.
Just, I might as well throw it out there, but if you guys ever need collateral or whatever it is from Baidu, just let me know. So you know, we're a certified partner and we're here to get you that information. So whatever you need, you can either go, I don't know what relationships you have direct with Baidu, but we're happy to facilitate it. Whatever you need.
Sure. Yes, we could cooperate in this case. Of course. Okay. All right. So guys, if you don't have any questions or the opinions, so I will be happy to see you on the next session and to discuss and making the brainstorm about any other cases, especially for the social media as well in China. For the next time, I'm pretty sure we're going to share the opinion about live streaming more, because let's say for B2C market is really effective way to promote your brands. Thanks so much for the joining, and just let me know about the courses for Baidu if you're interested.
Thanks for organizing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Luciana, could you please share with me with some sources of programmatic, like what kind of the channels you used? I'm just interested in it. Maybe I can use it.
Sure, I will send you on direct. So just yes, we'll share you some sources.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. See you on the next session. Bye bye.
Bye bye.